What's good, everybody? Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe because this platform is heavily shadow banned. Now, we're going to be breaking down none other than Janet Jackson. It's going to be a good one, y'all. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Look at this photo right here, man. And tell me that this is not what it seems like. You have a 24-year-old Magic Johnson seen kissing 16-year-old Janet Jackson at circa 1983. Pedophilism at its core. And it go both ways. It's not just male on female, it's female on male as well. All right, the females be out here taking advantage too, don't get it twisted. But you're praised more as a boy getting with an older woman than vice versa. All right, so we already know that she was being groomed from the get-go, that this type of behavior was normal. All right, now let's talk about this water real quick. Now, witchcraft and paganism used for spells, altars, anointing, and rituals for emotion work. All right, that's one of the things that water can be used for. Okay, now let's take a look at this photo right here because we all remember what happened at that halftime show with her and Justin Timberlake. This moment right here is embedded in my brain. This is like a core memory, and it was very shocking when it happened because it happened on live TV. Now, she did have a like one of those nipple cover up things under this garment that she was wearing, but still to have your breast exposed like that in front of millions of people, you know what I'm saying? People should have understood that that was a psyop. People should have understood that that was MK Ultra. People should have known something wasn't right with that. And as you can see, Justin Timberlake's career still skyrocketed after that, but hers took more of a downward spiral, downward trend. It didn't really take off too crazy after that. You know what I'm saying? She got a lot of backlash for that. Now let's talk about these stairs real quick because it's the core symbol for the fellow craft degree, representing the ascent of the mind from ignorance to knowledge. And you can see her as a little kid, you know what I mean, probably being taught by her father, more than likely, these things. We cannot sit here and think that her father wasn't a part of the Brotherhood, whether it's Black Boule, whether it's Freemasonry, whatever. All right, rituals were being done to these children. All right, now this is another meaning to this Osiris pose. All right, now order versus chaos. He represents benevolent order, civilization, and agriculture, contrasting with his chaotic brother Set, making him a symbol of overcoming darkness and disorder from spiritual balance. Okay, so there's different poses of the Osiris pose. That was just a different meaning of when you see these folks with their hands crossed. There's a whole bunch of different meanings for these things, and the more breakdowns I do, the more we will get into these on a deeper level. Now, modern and occult conspiracy linked to secret societies like the Illuminati and the global elite, symbolizing surveillance, mind control, or a corrupt hidden agenda, which is what all of these celebrities in the industry have. All right, they have an ulterior motive. It looks all rainbows, unicorns on the outside, but really it's something deeper and darker and disturbing on the inside. Okay, that's what that one-eye symbolism means. Now let's talk about the red. The color red is a symbol for warning and danger, a primal signal for danger, conflict, rage, and the need to pay attention, because these folks are all about idol worship or self-worship. All right, they believe that themselves are gods. Okay, Kanye says it a lot. Now let's talk about this color black. All right, now transformation and rebirth is something that you're going to see a lot on this platform, because that's what these folks are all about, transforming themselves into a godlike state and rebranding themselves. Now in alchemy, black Negrito signifies dissolution and the start of the great work leading to spiritual rebirth like death and resurrection. They kill their old self to then be reborn into this successful artist, all right, under full-fledged mind control. Now, let's take a look at what this pervert means, okay, on an esoteric level. Rebellion against divine order. Perversion is considered a core symptom of human rebellion against God's authority and design, resulting in spiritual blindness and moral confusion. Okay? Because you know they have a lot of trans people, from male to female in the industry and female to male in the industry, and they got a lot of wicked things going on, a lot of sacrificing, a lot of occult practices and magic to get you confused, all right, not knowing what you're looking at. Now, macrocosm and microcosm. The universe's structure reflects the individual's inner world. The soul mirrors the cosmos and vice versa. That's what that as above, so below means, that you can see her doing with her hands. Okay. Now, spiritual encounters. We're talking about the crossroads. Now, when you see these folks in the middle of the desert or at a crossroad or a fork in the road, this is what they're trying to tell you without telling you, okay, what it means. Now, a place to meet gods, spirits, or deal with supernatural entities like the devil or ancestors. They be making them deals, them blood pacts, giving sacrificial offerings, all right, to then get temporary material gain in this demonic realm. Now, rebellion and the flesh is what this upside down pentagram is representing. And you know, all of these stars get their stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, okay, but when they look at it, it's upside down, and it's for a reason, because it's associated with Satanism. Baphomet, it represents defiance of religious authority, embracing physical desires in the material world. You are living off of your animal instincts, fight or flight, all right, sex, food, lust, materialism. Okay, now let's talk about what this snake represents, because like I said, there's a lot of meanings, and we will be breaking down all of them with more breakdowns to come. Wisdom and knowledge represents divine wisdom, secret knowledge, and intuition. Isn't that what the serpent pretty much did to Eve in the Garden of Eden? Tempted her to eat that apple, the forbidden fruit, in the midst of the garden, to then know the knowledge of good and evil. Starting to connect some dots here. Now, mind control. Silencing the restless mind, the monkey mind, quote unquote, to achieve clarity and a deeper, stiller state of consciousness, allowing for spiritual insight. That's what the vow of silence is, and that's what you see on her Instagram page, her doing by covering up her mouth, right? Now let's talk about this headdress, this Egyptian headdress that she is wearing, all right? A lot of this stuff comes from the Egyptian secret teachings passed down to those who they felt or deemed worthy, all right, to know this knowledge. One of the meanings is sovereignty, symbolized not just political power, but self-mastery and cosmic dominion, bridging worlds, all right? They were all about mastering oneself, okay? I just wanted to show you a picture of her as a child. Again, if you take a close look at her left breast of the shirt, right, you will then see a checkered pattern or a chessboard pattern. Or you would say, oh, is this a little cute outfit? You know, it's harmless, it doesn't mean anything. But if you do not know who Joe Jackson is, then you are highly mistaken. I believe he was a brother in the Brotherhood. I believe he was a Freemason. I believe he was a part of the secret society of Freemasons, okay? Now, let's take a look at another outfit that she had on. And you can see at the collar, it is another representation of the chessboard pattern. All right, so like I said, as a kid, the Jackson family was groomed. All of the children were groomed, mentally controlled. Even Michael Jackson said when he would get whoopings, it was almost like a ritual being done. There would be candles lit, dimly lit room, oil will be put all over his body, and then he will begin to get whipped. Yeah, it's good old-fashioned mind control, if you ask me. All right, and then you see her right here, another post by Janet Jackson herself, wearing Crocs, along with the chessboard pattern on the bow tie, okay, on the shoe. If you don't know what you're looking at, then you will never know what you're looking at, okay? So let's pay attention. Now, in essence, the pattern, the chessboard pattern, is not merely decorative, but a potent visual metaphor for the complexity of existence, the interplay of light and shadow, and the spiritual journey towards balance and understanding. And once again, like I said before in the beginning of this video, there are tons of explanations and meanings in the esoteric nature of what I am showing you. All right, so the more videos that I do, the different meanings I will be putting in these videos so that we can all have a better understanding of what's going on. Now, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. That's going to be doing it for the Janet Jackson breakdown on Janet Jackson and the occult, and why I believe she is a part of the secret society. Now, if you want a special requested video, just hit the Cash App and put your request in the comment section down below. Y'all know what to do until next time, but if you don't, y'all stay humble, y'all stay hungry. This is another installment of Occult Signs and Symbols. We just hit 40,000, which is crazy, insane, unbelievable. I appreciate all y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one, man. Peace.